Dun, 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 dun. Yes, please welcome SG. It's the SG only show. Mhm. Um, okay. I realize that if truths are made, truth is the word, not truth, truth. If truths are made, that means that it negates the point of the hashtag fighting cyberbullying. So I make a truce for me and, I'm okay. And so then, go ahead. Hey, random. Hi, paranormal. So more or less that means, oh yeah, but all my friends are fair game if you want to, hit them up. I thought, I mean, that's not what it means, my friend. It means anybody else, even strangers, are fair game to behavior that is clearly, and I'll tell you what made me see this. I was rewatching the live stream from last night because I wanted to see if I was as big a bully as I was described to be from the other side. Hi, Dawn. You're the reason. Your comment is the reason. I said, wait a minute. That's true. Because a lot of times when I'm live, I don't get to read the comments as much as I like. So when I'm reading the chat afterwards, watching back, it's so interesting to me. And I wish I could pin things that I didn't pin during the live stream because I was so caught up in what was going on. But when something came up about, didn't you hear the list of everybody she's attacking? You had written, Dawn, into the live, into the chat. You said, yeah, but they're all your friends and your gang. And I thought, well, there you have it. Because that's true. That's true. You may have left out Tasha Harris and Ashley Fariels and anybody else. Thank you so much, Random. I'm so happy you guys are my friends. I mean, I watch back and I see the solidarity. And when I rewatched it, I didn't think I was yelling at her so much as she was being honest, right? My guess was, and saying that it all started because somebody wouldn't share their link and they ate a lot of ice cream. That was the next two sentences when asked what exactly started it. And it was that secular who, the reason why the person, yeah, well, looks can be deceiving, random. um, the reason why uh, the person, didn't want to share that link was because if I remember correctly, how it went down was that I find it hard to believe that Vern promoted you and your channel and somebody else that lives in the East Coast in New Jersey was friends with them as well, that you had no prior established connection. I'm sorry. I rewatched the video. I heard your reason that you've been going after Sharon for almost a year. And unless everybody should pay heed and make certain they share your link when asked by somebody who, at the end of the day, has been blocked by basically every channel. You said, Dawn, that the people on the list were all her gang. And it was like a light bulb. I mean, yeah, right? Hi, Tina. Yeah, and when the response to the question of then what started it all, it was because Secular asked her. I don't know that Sharon said bitch after no, I'm not sharing that bitch's link. I do know that, yeah, man, that ice cream thing was a real subject of contention. I mean, hi, Catherine. And yeah, it was a list of your friends. So it was a list of people that have zoomed in on a 46-year-old woman's body and looked for flaws. And if they couldn't find something, then they drew it on there. That just as of last night. Now, I'm sorry. I'd rather have somebody making a video about with Barbie than somebody saying, if you overdosed right now and got cremated, you would die alone and nobody would care. I don't know about anybody else. That's pretty extreme for not sharing. Yep, you're absolutely right, Tina. You know, great point. Great point. Nitty was saying, Debbie was saying they were going to her house. Absolutely. What a wonderful point. And anybody can go back to last night's live stream and listen to the person being asked why this year-long battle that this woman, a 46-year-old woman, felt the need to show that she had protection from a dog. Yeah, don't say that, Don. Let's not say that. Let's not say that. I'm not saying you can't say that same sentence, only changing that last word. Please, please. That's one thing I'm asking, please. I even hate it myself when I slip and I will use the terms that are repeated over and over and over again. But it was it was also, I mean, you know why I initially, thank you, Don, why I initially uh, removed myself from over at that channel. Random, please. Can you please? Um, just, just you can say the sentence. Just remove the that name. Let's not refer to anyone in particular. Can we not? Let's try to keep it that we're pointing out the general bad behavior of cyberbullies and gang bullies. And if a truce was made between individuals, it doesn't mean future victims are safe. You see? It does, and it also negates, the spells that like that and the shady part or the blah part, all of that. It negates what occurred to me when I was reading the live stream from yesterday, and Dawn pointed out that that list was their gang. It's so obvious. If that one person had gone after a bunch of separate individuals that didn't know each other, okay, that did not know each other. Oh, we're not the underdogs. Well, yeah. I mean, if a said person went around to different communities stirring up trouble, then they could be considered to be they could be considered to be a cyberbully and a troll, right? Say we change her name to Sheila. Say Sheila was going around to Barbara's community and Nathan's community and Terry's community, and nobody knows each other. They make us fight the good fight, Tina. We're fighting the good fight. That's why my name's Survivor Girl. We're fighting the good fight. Warriors here. I don't mean it to sound funny, but when you have no end game, like not game, but no end result of what you're fighting for. See, we are fighting to stop cyberbullying and gang bullying, suicide trolling, slandering, right? What was the name of that song? I remember that now you said that, Don. What's it called? Fight the Good Fight? For some reason I can hear it kind of in my head. Maybe I'll play it or something. I got the magic power in the I'm young. Is that the one? Yeah, and then what was the? Oh, I know what you're talking about. Was that Triumph though? Got the magic, huh? Remember that? Triumph. That's what we'll do. We'll triumph because every time we have, like pose that question to them, what's the end result that you're looking for by these continuous, slanderous, just plain cruel, constant, constant, constant gang hate bashing, live streams, and they can't answer. Okay? Who is? Who's obsessing about her? Random. Why? What are you talking about? Me? Yes, you're right about that, Jack. Absolutely. Oh, why? Is she live? Is that what you mean? Is she live, really? Is she literally live? Oh, God. Why is everything such so personal to them? Don't they understand that they are not being personally attacked? They are being shown as the example of what not to be in a human capacity of a human being. I'm sorry if I'm unfortunate to have to see that. Now, honestly, do I have to play you again? Because you just won't let me have a fucking live stream without going live, Bobbles. And if you're playing me, then you'll be playing me, playing you, playing me. Because seriously, you couldn't get the moral of what I was saying. You couldn't get it. You couldn't get it. What did I tell you? I'm no longer one unarmed person standing in the middle of a group of Indians shooting fucking arrows at me, stoning me. This is a fucking group of warriors here. With fucking, imagine in your head the tallest, the most, oh, well, whatever. She had 2 lives yesterday, so now I'm having one. We are the tallest. We are 10 feet tall and bulletproof in gleaming armor against fighting, bullying, suicide trolling. And Ollie, if you honestly are saying that you were ever a victim of those things, then you would switch your side and hold tight and fast to your convictions. Because in your I'm about section, it says if you don't stand for anything, then you stand for nothing or something, correct? And it's funny you popped in here because I was thinking of you when I was becoming more and more inspired. So I think you popping in here was a sign because it was your about section that I was thinking of. Every time something is slung at us, I see us like growing. Not growing, I don't mean like, like numbers, this, that. I envision golden clad armored warriors. You're not behaving this way and being excused. It's just not occurring. Not because a woman didn't share your link and ate ice cream. Okay? That's not happening. That was the most, like, wow thing I think I had heard. Now, I'm sorry, but here's the thing. Let's do this. Step up and here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Imagine to be like you. Yeah, I think because I'm not doing anything to you personally. What I'm doing is using you as an example and still being kind. And I'm shocked you couldn't. Hi, Manuel. To Sharon, and you would. Exactly. I'd be sad if anything happened to any of us. Nope, nope, we don't. And we also don't want to harass anybody until they die with their fingers crossed. Can I stress them out enough that they feel they have nothing to live for and have cancer anyway? I remember that's what Tasha Harris told me. Remember that? Thing is, I mean, I woke up today and lo and behold, already a couple of videos of me. I'm like, what? Again? Can I get a fucking day? Can I have a day? A day without having to hear some motherfucker, some crazy person who recently was such an advocate for, fighting cyberbullying, having live streams, saying I need to see a shrink. I mean, do you understand the credibility? You might keep your support from people with no credibility. That support has exactly that, no credibility. You want to be people when somebody says, should I believe that? And they go, consider the source. And you're like, yeah, you're right. Maybe I shouldn't. Or they go, well, I don't know. I mean, consider the source. There you got integrity. You want to be that person with integrity. I'm sorry. Maybe everybody doesn't want to be, but we do. Don't care. That's the way it is. We are who we are because we do what comes natural. And cruelty doesn't come natural within us. And therein lies the people who need a shrink. Oh, they're talking about her mother now? Not now brought her in. They brought her in a long time ago. So did Nitty. But you are so right. Wow, Dawn. Was that Dawn who said that? No. Who said that? Who said, um, oh, thank you, Random. Oh, that was freaking awesome. Thank you so much, Random. Um, yeah. Oh, it's like waiting, just waiting, all right? What, oh my God. Somebody said, maybe I can't go back. Oh, something to do with, um, the fact that Shan, yes, threatened that someone was going to come to her house and hurt her. Wow. 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 Now that's the truth. Does everybody see that right there? That's the truth right there. I'm sorry, I didn't notice you spelt it that way. Aha, you tricked me. I'm just saying, minus the, the B, it's spelled like that, but, yeah, that's very, very sensible and logical and makes so much sense. Because I remember feeling scared for her. I really do. I do. You know, I'm shaken right now. Not out of anger. Not out of anger. It's out of like enlightenment. Like, when I think it was really important that I went back and rewatched my own stream. Right, Dawn. But it's that, you know what? I think we do get it. We just can't wrap our head around it. But without logical, sensible people like ourselves standing up against it, then they could win. And that's not a battle I'm okay with losing. Not after what I went through. Cancer's no joke, man. Zooming in on a woman. Now, see, there's also, I think also the whole playing a woman's intimate video is also part of, exploiting women. I think that, yeah, I know it was, Absolutely. It was, and I remember that. And there was an evil laugh going along with it. And right after I watched the video, I texted her and I was like, wow, this is so scary. And those are women that are supporting a man threatening a woman like that. And here's the thing too. Dawn, I also want to thank you for this too. I do. You Somebody was in here. There was two women in here that had a live stream tonight. I don't know if they mentioned me. I'm hoping they didn't. I'm really hoping for the best out of that whole situation. And and I know yelling at me about it, like yelling at me about it. And here's the thing. Actually, who knows? But I don't know why she was able to keep screaming at me about cancer. And I know it was like a mental abuse thing. Was that it was she wanted me to have to scream out, the words that were, would negate the positive um, feeling I was trying to have. It's mental abuse. It is a form of mental abuse. They want me. Thank you, Tina. I appreciate that. And they wanted me when I couldn't wrap my head around having it. They wanted me to keep saying it over and over. I remember people having live streams. I remember, wait a minute. I remember on a very recent live stream where somebody kept saying, why can't we all just keep thinking of you as being dead to us? Why can't we all be dead to you and you can be dead to all of us? Why? It's a phrase. It's just a phrase. Why can't you be dead to all of us? And we'll be dead to you, and you can be dead to all of us. Why can't it's just a phrase? And people in the fucking live stream, I don't care because what she said to one of the fucking chat members was out of line. You don't tell somebody else's guest in their live stream that isn't being disgusting or derogatory. Hi, Pink. You don't tell them to suck their ASSHOLE. Haha. So I get it that you and others saying dead and terminal and cancer over and over and over and over, that now that you know what it felt like to hear somebody say a word over and over and over again, even though I really think that she wasn't talking to you. Now that I'm reminded of those videos that were up about people saying she shouldn't even walk to the store and shit. Yeah, now I fucking do. And even the other day, you had people on this boat that we were staying. It was somebody's karma that recently they went through an animal attack when we didn't even fucking say that. And that we said you take pills with alcohol, and we didn't even say that. And all of these live streams that I do are up, and they are there for the viewing. And I am telling you now that it's not about making a truth. No, Pink is a great match. It really is. We have some great people in this channel, and I think that's the difference. See, I get it, and I'm not picking on anybody in your channel. I mean, you do have some good people in there, okay? But let me just say, they change. They come and they go. But even your mods change. Some stay the same, I guess. But what you did was you attracted far too much bullies. I believe she is. And it's not that they're no better. It's just that they're no different. All it is. And simply in agreement with Angie Davis, who doesn't know me and yet says, that I did something that I know she has never seen any proof of. Um, yeah, you're absolutely right. Life puts far too much on our plate, on everyone's plate. Well, thinking is okay. That's just, a way to think. We should all think that way. We should all think that we are good people, and not be. I remember a friend of mine, Night Owl, I believe it was, who had said something to me about, should I feel bad about when I'm talking about what I'm saying? But the thing is that people, they're lying so much that I have to speak about the truth, you know? Well, she tries to, Pink. She tries to. Right. You have to say she tries to. You can't give her credit of that. Um, is my name in the title again? No, right? I can't wait. Gotta do this. Well, that'd be so unfortunate if that's the case. That suck if she really is. Because I'm really not doing anything mean to her or anything. What I'm saying is, why not just suddenly get an epiphany? So they work live tonight? I know she is. Is she?
No matter how healthy you feel right now, your immune system is under
Oh, who
constant
knows?
attack.
Are they?
Viruses,
Who
stress,
knows?
lack of sleep, allergies, all weaken your immune system.
Crazy. Well, that's just silliness, isn't it? So what does she go live every night and now she's playing Sharon's video too? Really? What a shame. That's sad.
Every time you based on your look, your body type, your clothing, your hairstyle. I've given you, some tips on makeup, contouring, darling, contouring help. But I've never attacked you on your look, just on the actions that you presented.
I didn't have no beef with her for real.
Okay, so I'm not really understanding that.
Keep it going, go on over to Flava and keep running her fucking. He's not a good person. Nobody fucking cares about him.
Okay, so here's what I'm wondering. Here's what I'm wondering. It's possible some people could be caught from different class. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's the case. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Miss Pickle. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's altered and it's not live as it is. You know what I mean? It's altered, and that was what, about 2 seconds? Yeah, I just was surprised. It made me kind of wonder if, yeah, but here's the thing. Perhaps, perhaps, if the two people in this particular argument with each other. Now, let me just pose a real question. If Sharon, Sharon This is to Sharon. I don't know if she's listening. But Sharon, if Bobble stopped talking about you, now this is a serious, serious question because I'm wondering if it maybe possibly beneficial to both of you. And in that case, I understand. I'm not saying that it doesn't hurt in the same way, but you're both possibly, if you both were asked, I know that random, but I'm asking the question, what next for either one of them? Do they need each other to bounce off of without really maybe realizing it? Or maybe they do know it and we just don't know it. You know what I'm saying? In that case, that's fine too. But I just don't want to be included into it. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand that people do things because it's what works for their channel. I understand that. Wholeheartedly understand that. And you know, I just think that can talk about anybody. Tina says yes. Yeah, see? I'm just saying, if either one of them were to think of that question, right, Miss Tickle? I understand that. I do. Absolutely. Um, that's perfectly understandable because it seems to work for both of them, and that's fine. But, and I know that Sharon does that. No, I'm not actually. So that person could be blocked. I don't like their name. What second pick? You think random, yeah? Because there's some reason, SG is asking her 12 viewers if maybe she could get you to stop talking about her if Sharon said, no, I'm not. What did they just say? That's the fucking weird thing. Sometimes it's the fucking viewers. They love to start. Wow. Isn't that something? Wow. And there you have it.
I will give you an award if you can get Katie to stop talking about me. She doesn't want to. She doesn't want to stop talking about anybody. She said it. I'll play a video. Okay, let me get you this video. It gets her the views. It's all about you. It does. It's money. It's money. It's straight up money. As long as all these people who watch her are feeding her and giving her her views. Yep.
See, that I don't agree with. I'll have to look at them later. Yeah, that I don't agree with about what people in here repeating what's being said, or people in there repeating. Thank you, in my own way. Actually, if I could actually, these people could just actually leave me the hell out, like out of their bull crap and stuff. Um, Repeating what's being said? What do you mean? I'm confused.
Yep, it's true. It's so true. And people keep watching it. I watch her because she keeps talking about me. Everybody else stop watching her. I have to watch her because she talks about me. Only the people that stop to watch her. Everyone else stop watching her. Stop. Stop it, stop it, stop it.
How long was the video that she made, where she talked about her? Pink Cakes says, Amy, if Babos had an abortion and Sharon knew about it, she would use that info about her. That's I laugh like Sheldon.
Wait, okay, but
Random, my friend? I don't know.
who are you? You were a whole lot better looking. More the to her. This is a game of shit, man. That's just you. Why are you talking? It's very difficult to understand. Yeah. She tells me DK's a baby killer because long ago, and you guys already know.
That's true. Who was making fairy emojis and making fun of JC Bear? I don't remember anybody doing that. What are they talking about, these people? Can anybody make any sense of it? And I don't agree with anybody talking about anybody's kids or abortions. Yeah, but, I don't know how Sheldon laughed. Ping. Yeah. It does, because they kind of are so, like, ridiculous in there that, that you can't help it. Look at this. Look at this shit. This person actually said that. She is ODing. Her life is an OD for mankind. Amy, I like what someone said before. I'm anti none of my business. Wow. Wow. Is this for fucking for real fucking shit, man? Are they gonna be okay?
And who started it? Can somebody please tell Elliot how many live streams in a row, 4 months, she carried? Blame it on me. It's gonna be all on me. You did nothing wrong. I fought with myself. Blame it all on me. I said you did nothing wrong, Katie.
We didn't say that. We said that you said you're doing this because Secular, who is blocked from everybody's channel. So I would say, based on Sharon's gut instinct to not share any link that Secular wants to share, then that was a good choice, wouldn't you?
And I fought all by myself. I did all by myself. You did not fight with me. You were on my radar.
Nope. Once again, let me correct you. I will have to tell you what you did was Sharon didn't share your link, and you got mad that she was eating ice cream, and that's what you told us.
There's no fucking reason. I fought all by myself. You did nothing wrong. For months and months and months, it was all Bravo's fault. I did nothing, like, you did nothing wrong. I fought with myself. I just made up stuff and fought by myself, right?
Well, I don't know, but you're kind of talking to a woman that didn't share your link a year ago. Still, I mean, clearly, you must have learned something tonight, like I did, that, yeah, that's right. Fucking, she was scared. That's why she would have showed the dog.
Right? Katie, on, wishing me dead, filling my crotch for no reason. For no reason. Can somebody please tell her how bad?
Peanut Cup, why are you worried about Sharon's taxes? And you know what the funny thing is? You don't even know fucking anything about Sharon. Because, she goes, I hope Sharon knows tax. Well, she actually uses a different word. Are due April 15th. The apps like Venmo, Cash App, PayPal are being getting tracked once transactions reach 600. 1099 case statements are mailed and online. Michigan, 4.25%. Oh, that's pretty low. Wow. Like, really? But here's the thing. She's on that already, way before your fucking crappy ass comment. Look at this fucking dummy. Brooke. Good, I hope they nail her for her taxes. You know? And me knowing Sharon and talking to her and stuff and knowing who Sharon is, I already fucking know that Sharon is. You're not giving that woman enough credit. Why don't you just leave her the fuck alone? Because she wouldn't share your link and she ate ice cream.
It really was. Okay. Yes, all my fault. All my fault, right? All my fault. People have ended their lives for much less.
No, she didn't do anything. I mean, no, wait. No, she actually, nope. She ate ice cream. What a bitch.
And what these people have done to me. And then you have them all conspiring, lying, saying I caused CPS on Mitty. Yeah.
Yep, that is true. That is true. That is a fact. And I have proof.
Oh, Bravo knew that I didn't cause CPS. And I didn't know that. I didn't know that. No.
Yeah, you fucking did.
Oh, I did not know that. I did not know that. She regrets. She finally confessed because that's when we were being friends. She finally confessed that it wasn't me. Oh, but she said since then how she wished that she didn't confess and let me continue to take the. I wish I had it if I knew you were fucking fun. I wish I had it because I was.
Oh my God, Prudently's ears must have just fallen off. Babo's dead. That's why Babo's is doing this. You didn't watch the thing? That's what she said. It all started because Secular Human asked her to share a link, and according to her, of course, they got to throw in fucking that she supposedly said, no, I'm not sharing that bitch's link, but I don't even think she knew who the fuck she was. And she kind of was like, no, but it was because she didn't know Secular and had a bad feeling about him. Okay? So,
I never apologized to you. I wish I had never apologized to you.
you don't need to because it wasn't sincere. See? Look what you're doing. You see?
And I wish I had never fucking said you called CPS. In all honesty, I don't know if you called CPS or not.
Are you fucking kidding right now? So, wait a minute. Wait a second. Wait a second. Did she just say, first of all, she apologized and said that it wasn't Sharon. First, she said it was. Then she said it wasn't. Now she says, honestly, I don't know who it was. Ding, 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 ding. Let's take a look at integrity. Yes, Velvet Jones, you are correct. Tiffany did pick the fight with Sharon, not the other way around. You're exactly right, Velvet Jones. You are right.
Said that I don't know if you did or not. I just said it wasn't shitty. Like I don't know if you did or not, basically. But I wish I never apologized to you, and I wish I never said that you weren't the one that called CPS. I wish I never said that. I wish I would have never said that. Because you're a fucking fucking.
Wow. No, you are not, Pink. No. It started back up with the Jesse Hope interview. This started a long time ago. You gotta watch my video from last night when I asked her what started all this in the first place. That was what I was told from the person's mouth because they didn't drop their link and they ate ice cream. Nope, that's when it started back up. That was after Bobbles apologized, and Sharon accepted it begrudgingly. Then Jesse Hope went on a JWJ and came out with the whole fucking weird shit about, the whole Maddie thing with 1,000, which was so hard to believe. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. I'm not saying it's not true. It is true. I'm not saying it's not true. What was hard to believe was that the night before, she was in here. We were all like singing and it was like musicy and laughing. And I loved that. That, I don't know, maybe for just a couple of hours or however long she was here, that she had a good time before the following day going to be going through something that was, caused quite a lot of, ruckus and stuff like that. I do think it's a shame that she didn't lose her. I'm sorry, that she didn't learn that scammers are still around her. Scammers are still fooling you, Jesse.
I wish I never confronted you. You sure as fucking evil son.
Oh, you have no idea, Elliot. You have no idea. This goes back. And
Bubbles is the most evil fucking person. She just did everything. And it was
What are you, nitty now? Are you nitty?
did nothing to provoke her. I did nothing. I'm so innocent. I did nothing to provoke her. I didn't make any money.
Okay. But here's the thing though, Pink. See? That we went live. We tried to have a live stream. And then what do you think happened? She went live. Because they've got to monopolize every motherfucking free minute. You know? I was knitting. You're funny. Well, I got to give the people what they want.
who was the lowdown one?
You and Disney. We're both low down. We're both low down. Watch my ass. Watch my ass. Watch my ass.
Yeah, I did tell Disney I was at the bottom of my list. I could care less. I didn't know people. You came after me.
You can sugarcoat it. You can so you can certainly say bottom of it.
You didn't say shit, Les. Who gives a fuck, Bobbles? You're fucking seriously arguing that some people had actually made some sort of progress on this channel between each other?
And you just said I kicked out the thing that she was at the bottom of my list. No, you just sugarcoated that. You said she's at the bottom of your shit list. You just sugarcoated that. You pussy bitch. Like ran from that live the other night. Because you a pussy ass bitch. You're a pussy bitch. It's like
This is all. Let me remind people. Because we're going to do that. We're going to do a little test here. We're going to see if it's actually true that repetition can fucking make people crazy. You said you're doing this because she didn't share a link that Secular shared. And that she ate ice cream.
you know if I showed up at your doorstep. You run like the fucking you look like one of those fucking things in the car lot that play their arms around and look around fucking like you just wave their fucking arms around, fucking slapping around. That's what people like. It's just running from me if I showed up at your doorstep. If you a fucking ass bitch that runs.
You didn't care. You wanted to keep it going. Keep it going.
That's true.
Oh, they're talking about me, how I go off camera and hit my people. They're trying to make fun of me that I go off camera and hit crack, and then I come up all wide-eyed and crack out. Fuck you guys. Never have I done that. Never.
Oh shit, yes you have.
Me, man. I was gonna play even more.
Is that like how I lost my license, Jules? Because I see Jules in there too. Is that how I lost my license to substance abuse and alcoholism? What kind of Ben and Jerry's? Pink. What's in my box? Let's play that game. Kidding.
But I think I gave you guys quite a good clue in. And
It's time for me to shoot up. It's been a while.
Myself out or ruin my night.
It's time
So I'm gonna leave it at that. But let me tell you, if you have any,
It's time for me to shoot up. He can't go. He can't go longer than an hour and a half. 2 hours. He never goes more than 2 hours.
You know, what's funny is this is Sharon's live stream, or not live, or whatever, with a yeah, with a live stream. Okay. You could clearly say was their response. A little Debbie cakes in it. Oh, caramel. I remember. I don't know. But like turtle ice cream, caramel turtle. I had a shake like that one time from fucking Dunkin' Donuts. And it had those teeny tiny little caramel turtle chocolate turtles. Very good.
He has to shoot up every hour and a half.
okay, that's who started it.
That's what she just said. Did you all hear that? She has to shoot up every hour and a half. That's why we're here. That's why. I knew I'd find a reason why I felt it necessary to come here and do this. I want everybody here. I want everyone here to think that if this was you, right? If this was you and somebody had just said she has to shoot up every hour and a half, somebody that you've never even met, nor do you even care to, and has stated themselves that they did this. What is Hudsonville ice cream? Is that Superman ice cream? And she just said such a slanderous statement because somebody wouldn't share her link or ate a lot of ice cream.
Investigate it. Go back. You are
Do you really think people are going to take their time out of their lives to go back and see who started it?
I will. Because you told us. It's just yesterday. It came out of your mouth. I know. What timestamp? Coming up, folks. Coming up.
When? Really, Katie? You really think? You honestly really think people are going to go back to see who started between me and you? They don't give a fuck, Katie. They don't care.
started it, you guys.
Actually, they do. Unfortunately. Because, the severity of this gang bullying and suicide trolling, thank you, Random, thank you, Pink, and everybody here, the severity that these people, the same people doing this to this woman, Sharon, Valenti with Sharon V, are the same people who thought and hoped I would be dead by now by cancer. or I would have given up the will to live. The same thing that they say, like, if somebody, if you died of this and you were cremated and you died alone, nobody would care, nobody would miss you. Tasha Harris. I can show you a video where the same person saying this stuff here said, if there's anybody with cancer that I don't support or care about, it's SG. That's why this isn't going away. Not until they learn that this is not normal behavior. And people who actually want to be in a society where people have ethics, morals, principles, values, and, they're fucking polite, they know how to act, and I'm sorry, this will continue.
I gave her a chance. I was her friend. And what did she do?
Thank you,
She's in my life.
Paranormal.
She's the man that I showed my work.
No, Katie. You got pissed off at me because I didn't treat Maddie the way you thought I should treat Maddie. You threw a big fit because you thought I should treat Maddie the way I treated you. Whatever. No. You got jealous because I didn't treat Maddie you thought the way that you thought that I was going to treat her. And then you got mad at me. No. Whatever, JD. Them drugs got your brain all fucking fried. Go get some more fucking dope. More fucking Betty.
Bro, I was really an addict. Are you kidding me? And some other stuff. It's all on there. It's all on the video. If you want to learn more, then that's your little investigating.
People don't care that much, JD. You're not a celebrity. Play with your...
Yeah, but that's the point towards this person who is saying this. The point is that she needs to come to, wow, JWJ just says, I love pigs. So did Amy Panelina. I love pigs and piglets. And JW just said, I love pigs too. I see Amy. Pigs are smart too. Wow. Whoa. Veiled insults right there.
Here's your shit, Katie.
I'm gonna end it here, guys. Thank you for what are the things I did?
Keep your hair alone.
I'm gonna end it here.
Right. That is a sign of being high, by the way. Keep your hair alone. That is.
Maybe it's a side of her hair and is in her eyes and she's just moving it out of the way. Maybe you're desperate at high heart to the core. Yeah, right? Stop.
Sign of being fucking high.
I'm sorry, Dad. Where are you? So rude. Hi, guys. Hello, everybody.
Why are you? You're 46. Why are you playing with a fucking giraffe?
Well, you're the one showing it on your live stream. Oh, look at this. Pigs are cute. And they're pink. I love the color pink. So basically,
I just want to say.
I always want to try to kidnap a piglet. That's what they say.
Oh my god.
Everybody on that list.
Okay, Katie, you're 46.
And she's only coming back after and defending herself. It's so ridiculous.
You do know, though, that you don't have something better to replace watching Sharon and her giraffe. I'm not saying that you don't. I'm just saying that by playing it but complaining about it is kind of indicative. I mean, you've got your hand on your face, right? Like leaning like you're bored. So your body language right there tells it all. Like, what if Sharon was purposely putting up a giraffe just knowing that you would sit there and play it and think that you actually couldn't think of something better if you have such a problem with the giraffe.
And I said it earlier, but I'm going to say it again because more people are in here now. If you're so worried about my teeth, why won't worry about your husband? Because his teeth are too pretty, they're not perfect, and they're missing a few. So we're worried about me and worry about the mountain. You got it. Oh yeah, you ain't kissing him. I forgot. You ain't kissing nobody. You got a side chick. Man, if he wasn't interested in you, then he ain't interested in you now. I hate the word here, probably. He's dirty, girl.
Now I want you to remember. I want you to remember that this is your third hours long live stream going on about Sharon. And this is her video called My Turn. That is within what? 3 days, 56 minutes.
Okay, Jenny.
Can you blame us?
Why don't you get you a steady man?
I couldn't. I would
Maybe
have
you guys
to
have a
have
steady
you.
man. Get you a man. Get you a man.
Oh, okay.
Get you a man. Get you a steady man. One that doesn't get pissed off on Michigan Avenue.
All right,
One
guys.
that's not fucking selling drugs and smoke.
All right, guys.
Whatever, Katie. Get you a relationship. You can get you a steady man.
Now what? Now you're gonna have to come up with something else. She's ending her live stream. You know, and here's the thing. Like I said, I can understand if this is something that is actually, beneficial to both their channels, which it is. Sorry, peeps. Sorry. That was I don't know, Sharon and Bob or something. Okay. So I want you to know this is not a personal attack. Okay? This is an actual. You know how people will have the channels that do like psychology videos, or they'll talk about this one, or they'll talk about that one or something, right? And and yet this right here, this is live. We're doing this. So what we've seen here is, so we're gonna call, like I said, Sharon and Sheila Bubbles is Barbara. Okay? So last night, hold on. 1 second, please.
I was kind of like meaner at the beginning, but I kind of calmed down. I wear myself out.
No.
Eventually, yes, I eventually wear myself
And
out.
I understand that. Sometimes, as much as some people on different comments feel that I should step in and stop you.
Actually, her makeup does look good. I will say.
I know that.
Oh, really? Did they say that?
Well, yeah. I mean,
tonight?
I
didn't read the comments.
No, not
okay.
tonight. I'm talking about
I have one
the past
tonight.
when people have emailed me and so forth, and they say that.
So now I want to see at the point. The only reason why we're doing this is because we're seeing this is like an experiment. Okay, we're gonna see at the point where the Sheila part of playing the video of Sheila ended for this live stream. Okay, and we're answering the question that was asked. What happens when the video was done? Where did they go to then?
Under here, guys. Thank you for so hard to train my big things.
Leave your hair
I'm
alone.
gonna under here.
Right.
Oh,
that is a.
can you blame on us?
Why don't you face you a steady man?
I couldn't. Oh, we
You
have
guys
to
have a
past
steady
this,
man.
Okay, we've heard that. So let's hear what happened.
Let's see if we get. Hold on. Wait.
Okay.
Let's see if we get. Hold on. Wait, does he take the truth one down? Let's see if we get. Hold on.
I'm sorry.
So it's all good. We were having some fun on Addie's channel earlier. Just
okay. So she's going through Sheila's videos. Right? Now we all know who they are, but we are not. This is to see an experiment. We're going to find out the actual answer to the question that was asked. After the other said person's video is done, I want to see where your content went.
Shooting the shit, chatting, talking, laughing, going a little, talking foolishness and going off on different things. I would love to talk about food. I love to talk about food. Any recipe somebody wants me to talk about, just put it in the chat. It'll drive Miss Bobbles crazy. It's all good.
She named Shady Sheila. Bobbles. I couldn't understand what she's calling you. Barbara, Tina. Barbara.
Okay, I found
Oh,
it.
hey, Stevie Truth. It happens like this. As soon as I start going down that road, she finds what she needs.
I know. Okay, so I understand the truth. Like I don't think Sadie understands what a truth is.
So this looks like a video here called My Response to Someone on SG from Bed. Okay, now I didn't see this one, so perhaps I could be wrong. Perhaps Sheila had already responded to what went on last night. So let's see.
So I like this. You'll understand. Like when I play this, you don't understand what a truth is, but I understand the truth, which means you shut the fuck up and I'll shut the fuck up. You leave me alone, I'll leave you alone. It doesn't mean I apologize, you apologize. It doesn't
I'm not a train wreck, Tina.
mean you did me wrong, I did you wrong, either less or more or anything. But this is her response to it. So here we go.
I'm right here, and my response is that I'm not going to go in a chat and argue with that pig. I'm not going to roll around in mud with that pig.
Why are you not a pig? Because you're bony? You're still a fucking pig. How are you not a pig because you're bony? Do you not know this?
I don't know. I'm just saying, think about all the names that you both called each other, but for real, I remember seeing more coming from your side. I'm sorry.
Voting pigs out there. You're such a pig too. You're a pig because your attitude makes you a fucking pig. You're just in the mud just like me. You're a fucking pig too. You see your big fucking honking nose? Your nose probably weighs more than one of
Okay, so now wait a minute. So, I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't understand. Is this a rap contest? Oh, that's right. I changed I changed it. She's not really talking that fast. Isn't that so funny? Ah, that's so funny. No, she didn't. She did leave them, but maybe she's
my
just
fucking
saying
boobs does, bitch.
as respectful.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. No, I'm not arguing with her now, just like I don't go on her panel. I'm not doing it. Like, that's what she wants. That's what everybody wants. Sorry, I'm not doing that. If I were ever going to do that, it'd be on my show. But I'm not willing.
I'll tell you what, I didn't really know what to say. To be honest with you, it wasn't like I was doing it because I wanted you and her up on the panel, but I wanted you both to be able to have a say in return to each other. So even if you were, in the chat room, Sharon, you still could have responded back and forth, even if you didn't come up on the panel. So it was not anything that was, you know what I'm saying?
And I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to like go on her and do that. I'm willing to go on her show just for a truth. I really
wrestle in the mud with a pig and her piglet. I'm not. The shit is gone too deep.
I hope once this fucking bitch finally gets off of heroin, she blows the fuck up. I hope she gets.
See? It would have been fair to her, Sandy Lee. You know? Oh, night random person. I'm not saying that neither one of these people have redeemable qualities. Sharon, I think when she shared something so private and it was shared publicly, that I really feel for. And I felt for Sharon, and then hearing last night that it was about not sharing a link. I mean, I'm thinking that, Babos, you could possibly try to adhere to what you said about, even if it wasn't directed towards, per se, what you say directly to any one particular person. You did say something about trying to be a better person.
I hope she gets 300 fucking pounds and blows the fuck up.
Fuck a truth. Fuck any of that. It's gone too far. She's done too much.
See, that's not what a truth means. A truth doesn't mean someone went too far, someone did this, someone did that. It means you shut the fuck up and I shut the fuck up. That's what it means. That's what it means. You dumb.
Yeah, that's too bad. Why does everything have to be written down? Like, why does behavior have to be outlined by a truth? Why would anybody need to be told what treating people accordingly as just being, people? And if you don't want to be around them, just, don't be around them. Just shut it down, shut it off. Go somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would somebody actually need a piece of paper? And I know it's not a piece of paper, but I'm just saying, let's say imaginary. Why would anybody need that? Thank you, Randa. Well, I'm staying, so I hope you're staying. Pete and Random, I appreciate that, and Jack, and anybody else that's here. Dawn, I mean, we got a few people in here. Tina, I mean, if I missed anybody, I feel so bad. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I'm just saying that. Let's see how this turns out.
Bitch, why don't you know what a truce means? You shut the fuck up, I shut the fuck up. That's what it means.
Too much. That's my response. I'm not scared. It's the fact I'm not going to do it.
So who's the bigger fucking person? Oh, I'm the pig, so I'm the bigger person. So therefore, I'm the one saying.
I don't think it has to do with about being a bigger person. I think that it has to do with, quite frankly, that this is going on because from your own words about not sharing a link and eating ice cream. Those are exactly the words you said. Why would that need a truce? Like, because I'm kind of amazed that after hearing that that was the reason that this is still being talked about.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Yeah, pigs are very smart, and they have orgasms for 30 minutes. So I'm the one that's benefiting from being a pig. But I'm the one saying I'll do a truce. So who's the bigger person? I would say that would be me.
Obviously, from her own video, she does not want the truce. She wants to keep the drama.
No, she doesn't want to keep the drama going, JC Bear. She didn't want it in the first place. Amy Paddling, whatever your name is, you said maybe she claimed the child she didn't have. Wow. You know, that actually turned my stomach a bit. You know that? That actually turned my stomach a bit.
I'm going. Yep. She wants to keep the items going because for some reason it fulfills something in her.
Yep.
And like I've said before, Sharon, you've shown exactly who you are.
Well, I would say, because I learned this from watching you, JC Bear, that she's speaking from a place of hurt. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, but here's your people in the room going, some women even get weight loss surgery on Medicaid. It's crazy. I don't even know what these people are. Why do they care about her taxes? Kind of a snacker you're going to get to on.
And it's up to people to choose whether they want to view you or not. And it's as simple as that. I already said, your parodies are not to my taste. I don't watch them.
It's 30 minutes. Yeah, pigs orgasms for 30 minutes. So, I mean, I'm benefiting from being a pig. Oh, Lord. Well, that was fun. That was a fun thing. I thank you guys for being here while I went through her shit. I was kind of like.
Lee Thomas said, hopefully get a job with dental. We love you too, Randa. You know, that's so fucked up. Because I remember someone saying, and Lee Thomas is the nicest person on YouTube. And my, how the toxins have seeped in.
Meet her at the beginning, but I gotta calm down. I wear myself out.
No.
Eventually, yes, I eventually wear myself out.
I understand that. Sometimes, you know, as much as some people on different comments feel that I should step in and stop you.
Well, one side of your eye makeup looks a little kind of weird, but the other side looks good.
I know that.
Oh, really? Did they say that?
Well, yeah. I mean,
Tonight? I didn't read the
tonight.
comments tonight.
No, not
Oh,
tonight. I'm talking about
I have one
the past
tonight.
when people have emailed me and so forth, and they say that I should silence.
I'm not always like that when I watch her. Sometimes I watch her in silence, and I think these things in my head.
But
I am very vicious when I want.
as other people on other channels, they have the right to respond the way they want, which means you have the right to respond the way you want, and simple as that. But when they say,
Yeah, but JC Bear, could you please say the truth? I know that you do, and I know that you're a good friend, so you respect her feelings and everything. But you know that when you hear things, that you hear the same things that we hear. And last night, it was a clear-cut response that what started this whole thing was secular, asking for a link to be shared, that Sharon, I'm going to say it, that Sharon got a gut feeling about and didn't want to, share anything that really secular was saying. And at the end of the day, I mean, he's blocked from everywhere. He's definitely a shit-stirring bastard. So imagine the, pardon this word, the erection that secular must be getting, knowing that he took part in this much hurt, drama, cruelty from everywhere. Just imagine.
say that I should stop you, I should stop you or interfere. It's like, no, you're asking me, well, that too. But I mean, just on my own basis, it's like, why do you want me to silence a woman's voice on her own platform? It's
Yeah,
like,
right
sure,
here.
you can say what you want, but like I said, you don't pay my mortgage, and I don't want you. So,
Well, we didn't say to silence a woman's voice. We just said kind of to use yours.
Right now, Amy, I'm gonna show you your pictures tomorrow night. I promise. I promise. We got 3D pictures too.
Which you do, JC Bear. And I'm not saying that you don't. And I didn't even hear anybody. No, I didn't know anybody emailed you and told you to do this or do that. So basically, I really don't even have a right to even comment on that because I do appreciate what you say.
I saw. I haven't opened the email, but I saw the email. It said 3D pictures. I saw. I bet you can't sleep. You're at that stage where you can't sleep more than 2 hours at a time without being miserable. I know it's.
No. Sharon, no. I mean, not Sharon. Bubbles, no. No. People do sleep. It's because you're making yourself miserable. You want to know why? Because when you attack somebody, okay, it's not a natural response to attack someone unless you're a predator. Okay? Now, sociopaths, psychopaths, people like that, they are predators. So what happened was your and other people's mindset is how will this person be beneficial for me?
It's 3:07 a.m. I know. I'm gonna end this soon. I just had it. I figured I would be an extra live, and where you guys could watch how I react to Shady when I watch her.
Of course you did.
I'm not always like that when I watch her. Sometimes I watch her in silence, and I think these things in my head. But I figured, I'd watch her with you guys.
when is that?
When Mr. Bottles is asleep, I can't be all blah 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 blah, and I watch her on the TV, and I can't be too open and yelling and screaming. So if I watch her and he's asleep, I have to be quiet, and I think these thoughts in my head.
So she is staying up and thinking about it, and I'm certain that this person, Bobbles, has got so much more to offer the world. I've spoken to her. I've had conversations with her. I'm certain that both of these people have so much more to offer the world. I myself, I think it's my mission to point out cyberbullying.
So I'm quiet then. But, welcome back, Eddie.
Sorry. That was a long break.
I mean, and I'm not trying to be funny about that. I just think that the severity of the whole, cyberbullying and a 53-year-old single woman with breast cancer, stage 3, mind you, from about an hour after being, officially diagnosed. And it's starting from an actual, chosen one, the chosen one, WON channel, that had, over 100,000 subscribers, which, is fairly reaching a huge audience. So to have a person in the position of, having such a voice on YouTube start the, you know, light the fuse, light the fuse and laugh and say technical difficulties is a fucking issue. And don't think he's been forgotten about the part that he played.
Yeah. I was gonna go. Yeah, I was gonna. Yeah, I had to tonight. I figured I would just let y'all in on how my innermost thoughts. When Mr. Bubbles is asleep, I think these things when I'm watching her. When he's not asleep, then he has to hear these things that you guys just heard while I watch her.
I'm gonna go back and listen to the whole thing.
Are you?
Yep. I will
have a nice weekend, I'll be on tomorrow night. I'll be live tomorrow night, of course.
Of course you will, because you were live twice last night, tonight, tomorrow night, nets every day with her bullcrap. I mean, is this fucking for real? What's the content for tomorrow night? Let me guess. Is it Sharon?
My husband says I still have to hear it when I wake up. Yeah, it is what it is. But he likes it. He likes it. He likes it that I get all my frustration out on YouTube.
Well, I don't think so. But I'm sure there's other ways to get frustrations out. I don't even know. That's really cray cray. Why would I grow up? I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid, says the woman who lives with her mother.
And it saves him from everything else. Like we are on Sundays when we go out, we have long days on Sundays. It starts early morning and it goes to late at night, and he likes it.
Hi, Suzanne girl. I see her.
Yep,
It is a lot. Oh, you thought Shady was live? No, we're live with Shady.
Hold your, I'm not a bully like Sharon. I'm not a bully like anybody. This is an actual, what you do though is you are a whole different story, Debbie. What you do is you make these claims with no evidence, and it's repeat behavior with no evidence, so that when women actually do get possibly, assaulted, exploited, and they need actual police help and police intervention, it's people like you who make people with real, serious situations, not people who talk about how big of a house the guy they were accusing this month. Because I remember you saying Really, spaceman, don't worry about it, Bruce. You weren't the first guy I did this to, and you won't be the last. All right?
Live. But tomorrow night we'll be live. Shady's rent-free fandos. I don't understand how Shady can play victim and then turn around and put somebody else down. Like that
I don't know, maybe because you keep calling her shady.
is weird to me. Like how can you sit there and boo-hoo and then
You know what's kind of funny, W2? Is how the fuck do you forget what this woman did to you for a while I was your friend the whole time? Not your friend the whole time, but cordial to you. Cordial. So what is your gig?
sit there and like put somebody else down. Yes, Willow, remind me of that. Send me a text. Send me a text tomorrow evening so I can put that. Send me a text tomorrow evening with the Cash App so I can put it in the banner tomorrow night.
Now everybody knows that when you refer somebody to Cash App, you get $15, right?
Willow,
Night
don't
Willow.
forget.
Go get some rest. The
Yes.
boys are going to be so excited tomorrow for the birthday. You're going to be running around all
Yes.
day.
Put the Cash App in the text Willow tomorrow evening so I can put it up in the thing.
Maybe she's a mod. She kind of just fucking drop it herself, couldn't she? Yeah, maybe she won't get that. I mean, I don't know. I'm speculating.
Just maybe. I know. I'm sorry. I know. I wore myself down. It's 3 o'clock in the morning here now. Like, oh, okay.
See,
I know.
When people say things over and over and over and over again, they're not only convincing themselves, they're convincing whichever members are watching.
Yeah. Okay.
And they feel if they say the same thing over again, I'm the victim. I didn't do anything.
Oh my God! You know what I just noticed? Bobbles keeps touching her hair right now. Isn't that crazy? She just said
I'm this. I'm that.
That was. She said that was a sign of drug addiction. Touching your hair. Oh my God, she's touching it.
They're not only convincing themselves, they're convincing
Oh my God, why are you touching your hair?
Over again. I'm the victim. I didn't do anything. I'm this. I'm that. They end up believing it.
I cannot believe she just touched her hair repeatedly. That's only according to what I've learned tonight during this educational video in our experiment with, where we take a particular consistent, derogatory, bound to be derogatory, bound to be hurtful, bound to be insulting, bound to be full of bullies, bound to be full of insults, bound to be full of lies and slander. I look like a haystack. It's funny. And then we do experiments because you don't get to monopolize every motherfucking slot.
It's not true.
Well, I mean, she's trying to convince somebody named Elliot. Oh, thank you, Cindy. She's trying to convince somebody named Elliot to
I thought you didn't watch her chat. I'm just saying.
To believe her that she's the victim and she had no part in the fighting. It's like, it takes 2 people to tango.
Yeah, I know. What a bitch. You're right. She ate ice cream and didn't drop your link. What a bitch. What a fucking tangoing ass bitch.
So hopefully Elliot's smart enough to know this.
Okay, so you admit that.
Elliot. Eat the phone home.
You have your percentage of blame in this fight.
Right, Cray. Yeah, I do. I admit it. Yes, of course.
99.9.
I'm not innocent, no.
Yes, but you see, the thing is,
Love you,
if someone accepts the other part of the blame, it doesn't fit in with their reality, and they can't reconcile it because then.
Except if the blame doesn't quite warrant the extensive energy that somebody has exhausted and continues to exhaust, and now has become so centered on trying to convince people to not, where to the point that they're not really worried about building their own channel. Okay? That's what it's appearing to me. They're not really trying to build their own channel anymore. They just want to keep putting somebody else down. And that's when you've lost the love for yourself. I'm thinking that you might not like yourself at this point. Like, where you're thinking that you wanted to convince somebody that possibly because you might have gone through your life thinking that you weren't worth attention, that your way to deal with seeing now that you have got people's attention is to deflect it by focusing it on somebody else. And unfortunately, you're not going to find the encouragement, the integrity. You're lucky to have JC Bear there. I can guarantee you, though, if that you said to somebody, it would make my mental health feel better. And I'm speaking as this other person to just say, I'm not going to talk about anybody anymore. You would lose some viewers. That's a fact. You're not willing. You're my stomach. You're not willing to take that loss, but you're not seeing how toxic of an environment, other than from what I see, JC Bear, you're almost making him become toxic. It is, JC Bear. It's almost leaking out onto you. I hope it doesn't.
They have to admit that they were wrong in some areas.
Yeah, and that's where the victim thing comes in. The victim mentality will not let you. It won't let you go there. It will not let you accept that you have had blame in it too. Yeah. Do you think people can tell like?
No. No. What it is the victor mentality. It's the victory mentality. It's not the victim mentality. And that's what, who is this person on this channel at this time? I don't know who that is. She sounds like Luna, but I guess her name's Eddie or something like that. Eddie, something. No, see, it's the victorious mentality that somebody isn't going to admit that they deserved bullying. That's the problem, see. People want to victim blame, so not enough people who are being victimized are getting support. Well, yesterday's gone. Yesterday's gone. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop. It'll soon be here. It'll be better than before. Yep. Because I'm not kidding when in all the research that I have done, and I love research, it was no problem for me to do researching. But in all the research that I had done, that I couldn't come up or find a case comparable or even similar. Sure, it had happened to some children that had cancer and maybe had to wear a wig to school and something happened, or, there was one about a teenage, I'm saying, but nothing as aggressive and severe with the wrong person. It was with the right person. You did this to the right person. I had cancer because I was the right person to deal with the blow that an aggressive, adult-driven, gang bullying, cancer, suicide, trolling campaign. They thought, they hope I can provide proof. They thought I would be dead or have been convinced that I deserved cancer. Right now, what you're listening to when this woman, or I'm sorry, nope, not, is it, yeah, okay, yep, it was her, saying this is victim mentality. They don't want to accept responsibility for us victimizing them. You know what? Bully? No. Mm, 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 mm. And Tiffany, when you sit there and say that, even though you tried to blame it on me, but when Day Day said that you had made your bed and I was trying to make a particular point, my point was victim blaming is why people get away with things. Okay? You're taking part in what you don't like. You're the one who needs to look at yourself and admit a few things. Not me. Because I face my mortality. I face thinking, I need to show God, thank you for giving me another day. Please let me have another one and thank you. Where you choose to spend time trying to debate things that you don't like. The arguments don't hold water here. Okay? They don't. This is not victim mentality. This is victorious mentality.
Do you think people can distinct like that she's not telling the whole story? Like, do you think
You're stumbling over your words right there, lady. You're losing steam. Nobody will fault you for saying, you know what? You're right. I don't really care. If you're going to scream that nobody would care if Sharon died, then can you not fucking hinder her time when she's alive? Like, what would be the complete waste of time when you'd finally say, okay, Sharon, go enjoy your life? How about you, Jules? What would be how long would it be before just decide, I'm not gonna try to convince people that, that you didn't lie about the fucking shit. Just leave me alone. Stop talking about me. You can be a fucking person in the atmosphere that doesn't have to try to fucking drain people's energy by trying to defend things that sometimes they might think about themselves. They might even beat themselves up for things. They might even dislike the size of their own nose or the size of their own feet or this or that particular star or that particular star. Why do you fucking get to point it out to the world? When did you lose social graces?
Like, people can tell that, like, she's not the victim, that she had to have some part in it when she.
Wow, you are just trying to convince people of something that I can see right in your face. This fight isn't worth it, is it? It's not even a fight anymore, because I think you almost feel like you are fighting with yourself. What nights do you now spend with your loved one when you're not trying to make somebody else feel so unloved, unwanted, and unnecessary?
He plays victim. Like, do you think people can tell that she, like, it's not all just me? She had to do something, right?
Well, we all know what she did. You told us yesterday in my live stream. I can refresh everybody's memory. I asked you straight out, what caused this? And you said Secular asked her to share a link. Now, even if she said, no, I'm not sharing that link, or she said, no, I'm not sharing that bitch's link, do you think that a year later, you should still be talking this way, wishing somebody to die, talk about them being cremated, screaming obscenities about female genitalia daily? What it's gotten to. That's why you're tired,
Right? Like, I just fight with myself, right?
Yes.
Like, I'm not the evil one here. We're both evil. We both went at each other. I'm not the.
Why are you trying to convince people of that? Is it because you don't believe it yourself anymore, Bobbles? You know that people like you enough now that if you were just consistent and stood by your convictions, that nobody would second guess what you state. See, people don't question your integrity of an apology unless you decide that you're going to do dog park rant, because you're just going to be sticking to the apology on your live stream, but you're going to be the real you who wants to bash Sharon on your dog park rant. And yet she's the one who didn't accept the apology. I don't even understand why you thought you had, you know, dibs on a story that was all over everywhere by then. Because that's what this is about. That's why it got restarted. But what happened was in between, things that had been shared confidentially, you felt were fair use. And now you refer to her as BK because she didn't share your link and ate ice cream.
Or both.
What the hell? The other thing that they have to reconcile is you have how many others that have been fighting back due to these parodies? What was the length of the list?
She's over 30 people.
No, you didn't name over 30 people. Would you mind showing us 30 people? Can you show us that? So, according to you, what I'm going to just recollect real quick, she shoots up every hour and a half. She touches her hair because she's a junkie. And she has over 30 people coming after her. Wow. Please, for your own sake, get your integrity back. JC Bear, please, for your friend's sake, explain it to her privately.
She's big on.
Yeah, that she's
It's obvious, Mark. Okay.
So then it's kind of like, how do you reconcile that you have issues with all of these other YouTube channels, some of which have never said anything about you, but yet you go after them?
They do see me. Okay.
Get the
DJ Bear? That's what I mean. I think you need to step back, watch this live stream, count how much time you spend defending a statement that has not been validated, and look at her face. Freeze the screen. And Bobbles, I'm not saying you're not beautiful. You are. But you look stressed. And that's what I tried to tell you today, is that there comes a time that, say, all right, let's use the term the thick skin stuff. Let's use that. And you've got the one who's got the crocodile or whatever, got the most scars and shit, but they're like 100 and something years old, and man, they're the fucking big one in the pond. You have to think about your upbringing, your life, what somebody else's life might be, what somebody else's story might be. You need to come to the realization that some people have actually had a tougher life, not a YouTube life. So when you point out that they're single and they're alone, and you try to make that as it, that's their circumstances, because that's how horrible they are. You need to reverse that and think, maybe that's how strong they are. Maybe they don't need anybody. Maybe you have challenged other people through your whole life, and they have all said, "You're right, Bobbles. I did something wrong to you." like crying, like they're just like crying mercy or uncle, whatever. Sometimes you don't win. Sometimes you don't win. And you have to, what is it? And the ability to bow out gracefully. You have to have the ability to bow out gracefully before other big crocs come that say, hey, look at me, I'm a fucking startup too. I'm alone. I, I, I don't I don't have no partner either. Does that make me a bad oh, hey, I mean, I'm not rich either. Hey, I don't have 100 and something people in my, oh yeah, oh yeah. Does that make me fucking bad? No. It makes me stronger. And you're right. Sometimes you have to just accept your losses. And that's what's happened here.
People, yet the members or subscribers on her channel have drank the Kool-Aid that there's 100% innocent. That's what you're dealing with.
Yeah. Let's talk about that phrase. Drank the Kool-Aid. I will bet you 10 to 1. There's probably still survivors. Every time I freeze the screen, Bob's face looks so stressed, man. You gotta stop, Bob. You have to rewatch your own live stream and look at yourself. And I'm your friend. As a person who doesn't dislike you. Seriously. I'm not saying you look bad. It's your expression. All right, you don't gotta be like storming the Capitol. You get it? There doesn't have to be a recount. If you think that her parodies of you or of anybody else are not of good taste, look at your list, think about who they are, what group they come from, and they're your gang of bullies. You're a gang bully. You gotta just realize sometimes strength isn't based on YouTube. Sometimes strength is based on real life. And they don't give a fuck if they die on their feet. But they ain't living on their knees. And you expect people to get down on their knees to somebody who came at them out of nowhere. A couple of people expect that. To someone and say, you're right, I absolutely deserved you to come out of nowhere and zoom in on my crotch. And like, I absolutely deserved you to tell people if there's anybody with cancer that I wouldn't support, it's her. I always said very supportive and encouraging things to you. Always. And still do.
Because they're reading their same message over and over and over again and not thinking for themselves. And it's as simple as that.
Yeah, okay, JC Barry, you might want to take a listen to that.
Well, I hope they start thinking for themselves pretty damn quick, because if not, they're in for a world of hurt.
Sounds like a crazy cult to me.
It does. Like,
what a shame. I bet you there's some people who lost people in that Jim Jones tragedy. And you people are talking about drinking Kool-Aid and crazy cult. It sounds like people that aren't accepting your bad behavior. If you can't understand that and you think that's cult-like behavior, then I don't know what to tell you. I think you might want to look up intolerance to bad behavior and people with no moral compass and unethical. You might want to look those things up.
how could we be convinced? Like, you can't, like, it's like, like I said, it takes two to tango. And at least I am man enough.
Why the fuck are you touching your hair again? You just touched it twice within 4 words. Everybody, touching hair,
Woman enough, to admit my part. I'm not innocent. I'm not. I've done my.
Actually, you're fully responsible. You just didn't win. Bow out gracefully.
Part, you know. I admit that I'm not innocent. I know I have a mouth on me. I know I fought her. I have fought her. I'm still fighting her. And I'm not innocent in this. But she.
Now I want everybody to know that what she just said could apply to you if you refuse to share her link or eat ice cream. Self-admittedly, that's what she said started it.
She's playing the victim. She's playing like she's done nothing wrong. It's like
nobody plays the victim. What are you trying to say? So wait a minute. Let me get this straight. Cray Cray Debbie, who is the epitome of somebody who plays the victim. Sorry, Deb. Gotta call it like I see it. Otherwise, it negates why I'm sitting here. You understand me? If you can't handle the truth, this is a disclaimer about your behavior. If you become an example, and I'm speaking in general, you become an example of somebody who draws my attention because of unacceptable behavior. I mean, apparently, cyberbullies and suicide trolls seem to think they get to spout off slanderous lies about people claiming their unacceptable behavior, like they shoot up every hour and a half and they touch their hair, they're a drug addict. It's just not okay. Now, I get it. See, probably if I didn't get cancer, this probably wouldn't be happening. I felt the same way and as passionate about against bullying and bad behavior. But with the opportunity of YouTube and social media, I get to see it and experience it on such a broader spectrum now that I feel like I'll use that platform and that broader spectrum to shine a big ol' light on it.
and she keeps bringing up the same thing that I wish her plane to crash.
No, you do. You said last night Secular wouldn't ask her, like a complete fucking stranger who has, at the end of the day, turned out to be her gut feeling was right. It's her channel. She has the fucking right to refuse a sexual predator the sharing of a link of somebody she doesn't fucking know, who so immediately got mad at her because apparently you'd already been clocking how much ice cream she eats. So you already had a hair across your ass, the old Haagen-Dazs hair.
Okay, I already said I'm sorry for that. And I wish her to OD. Okay, I already said I'm sorry for that.
You hear yourself? So what do you want her to say she's sorry for to you? For defending herself? Wake up! Wake the fuck up! JC Bear. Did you hear what she just said? Did you? Show your integrity. Stand by your convictions.
You accepted the apology, apparently. Why are you going back on it? Why are you holding something over my head
Why are you touching your hair?
that you already accepted the apology over months ago? Why are you holding this over my head?
Because if you take it from the actual timeline, remove all the bullshit. Take it from the timeline. Addie, tell me if I'm off base.
Yes, please.
When you guys had finally settled your items and were on friendly terms, things were going fine. Then the Jesse Hope interview
She kept throwing it in my face, though. Like the whole.
Really? Really? So there was no pleasing you. You were just like right on the fucking edge, waiting for her to do one, like the time I said hello to Andrew React, and that fucking sent you off the ledge. You know what? I'm not your puppet, and some people just aren't. I mean, some people don't mind that. They don't mind other people thinking for them because that's what gives them the relaxation on YouTube. That's why there's people like me. So that people who want other people to show them things and shine a light on things, I am not going to let these voices be louder than this voice.
The time that we were cool, she would always throw it up in my face, though. Like the whole friendship, she would always throw it up in my face. She like never let me forget anything. She'd always throw it up in my face.
It's because what I see is that when she's doing that, that is for new viewers.
Really? No, really. No, what I want to know is this. Sorry to bring this up, and this is a sensitive subject, but only because they made themselves present here. Something just popped in my mind about how much time is being spent on this topic. What a witch. Doing something for views. Wow. Man, she really on a YouTube platform trying to make it work for her? And eating ice cream too? You don't say. You don't say. Did you see I mean, I'm just saying, like, show me the timeline of the whole secular incident. I mean, where is that?
Like no, she would do it like privately.
I look at this as everything that is going on with her is about views. You can take all this other stuff about you and her and all this stuff away. For her, it's about views. So when she nicks and says and repeats.
So what is it about for Babo? Like, can you ask that question? And could somebody please ask how the rape allegations against, I'm sorry, I don't even mean that word. No. The assault allegations the assault allegations against somebody who clearly could have had huge impact on their life. And now this person, Debbie, wants to just pretend that you didn't slander a person with such extreme allegations. Let's talk about the extreme allegations of faking cancer and running a scam. Let's talk about the extreme inciting of calling somebody a baby killer. Let's talk about the extreme that are gone to by these people. Let's not forget the victim. Okay? How dare you think that, okay, what'd you say? Stop acting like people's mother, or stop acting like a mother. I am a mother. And you know what? That's why I do this. Because I might possibly someday have grandchildren. And do you think I want this behavior to have overcome decent behavior? No. No. There's never once I see myself like crouching down and covering myself up with my arms and trying to ward off the blows. It never appears that way in my mind. And I don't ever want it to accelerate to the way that in an imaginary situation, scenario in my mind, when somebody feels 10 feet tall and bulletproof, don't make them 20 feet tall and bulletproof.
And does all this stuff. It's so the new viewers see her side and not yours. So think about that when you guys are looking at all this stuff.
How about there is no side? How about the person, the woman speaking on the panel, actually said, hey, I'm more worried about that sexual assault claim and what came of that. I mean, that could really hinder people who really have serious, No, I don't clout chase at all. Not in the least. But you want to monopolize every minute. So, hey, it is what it is.
About her.
But see, I don't think you have clout. That would mean clout chasing.
Getting views, making her channel bigger, because that is not, there is nothing else. Nothing else in this bottle.
Oh, Marsh, I won't. I'm going to call it a night in a minute.
Okay.
I won't be Barbara Bubbles. That does make sense. That does. It does make sense.
If you stick to that thinking and you look at what she's doing and how she's.
How about you just stick to the thinking of life puts far too much on people's plate. Sometimes it doesn't. I'm sure that some people, what was on their plate might look more appealing than what's on your plate. Then you get what's on their plate and you're like, I don't even know how to handle this, Maybe somebody's cushy life might be too boring for a person who is, analytical or whatever, I mean, who knows? Who knows why things are like they are? But I don't understand how somebody not sharing your link could have progressed to this extent.
She's saying and all these things she's bringing up, and now she continues to repeat herself and say all these things and bring all your stuff up. It's because it's for new viewers, so that she gets those and she latches onto them. It has nothing to do with you.
You know, when she repeats something that, well, when anybody repeats what somebody else has possibly accused them of or made a false accusation about, naturally, because nothing ignored goes away. Nobody likes to be ignored. Nothing likes to be ignored. And, ignore a weed and your whole lawn is ruined. I mean, really. Like, let's be for real, okay? Okay? Sometimes maybe we ought to wonder, maybe some people cause strife in people's life because it's the only way that they don't get ignored. But maybe it's just the way you think about yourself. Maybe you think the only way you won't be ignored or you'll get the attention or be heard how you want to be heard is, by constantly feeding these people that, they're not really, actually, Bobbles, I was using you playing Sharon for content. Yeah, you were playing Sharon for content. Absolutely. Yep. Yep. But it has nothing to do with you personally. We're showing an example of cyberbullying and suicide trolling.
To build her channel and make money.
Absolutely untrue. When Sharon started, these two people were in different communities. Their common denominator, sorry to say, was JWJ.
Do either of you have real female friends outside of YouTube? Yeah, of course.
I do.
I have lots of female friends out of, yeah.
I don't think you do.
Yes, I have female friends outside of YouTube. I have friends outside of YouTube, of course.
You
know, I'm very antisocial person.
Now, why would you be an antisocial person with over 100 people in your room? Why would you discredit yourself like that? Evidently, you're not antisocial. Evidently, you're not I'm doing a reaction as well, thank you. Evidently, you're not antisocial. You're not unliked. You're not ugly. You're not unloved. You're not stupid. And I will once again remind you of the reason why I didn't used to watch it, but then now I'm going to remind you once also of a fight that occurred on your live stream where somebody said you got a hard on for that girl. And that, particular group of people left. Now here you are. Do you think perhaps, based on what you asked me yourself, Bubble, when you said, do you think I am obsessed with Sharon? Do you possibly think that you got a hard on for that girl? And I don't mean in a sexual way. I don't mean like that. You've been fishing, you were told. You've been fishing, is what was said. You got a hard on for that girl, is what was said. It's all there. That's the truth.
A whole slew.
She doesn't want community. She's the type of kill birds and parties, but she can't trust anyone because she doesn't trust herself, right? And I'm guessing she does not. She doesn't know. She doesn't have any friends. She's basically no. She doesn't have anything.
Her
That's why she
friends
got so
come from
hurt.
her views. Her friends come from her viewership.
I don't need mental help. I'm giving you mental help, Bobble. Is that the same insult that people can use? You know, you need mental help because you seem obsessed with me, Luna, and Jules now. You are like a cult leader, all pissed off because you don't have enough members. Absolutely. Got me. You got me. You got me. Wow. You were able to diagnose me like that? I didn't even know that you knew cult leaders that were angry because they didn't have enough members. I've never known one of them. But isn't it funny that I actually was the one who helped Jules in any way? And if the case may be, I'm sorry, but I think that people have had their hands in. But I want people to understand something, that this argument right here, is about numbers. That's how she's arguing with me. So for her, I want you to know, Sandy Lee, you might be number 1, Strawberry number 2, Ronnie Girl number 3, Ginger Louise number 4, Jennifer number 5, Chosen One Community number 6, and then we're back to number 2, and then we got number 7, Pink Cake. I mean, really? Actually, I don't have a hard-on for Jules. I have a hard-on for justice and the socially inept being corrected in their behavior. Now, I'm sorry you can't just sit here and listen and learn something about yourself, because I'm really not personally attacking. I'm using this situation as an example of the epitome of gang bullying, where it's a 46-year-old single woman with admitted addiction. What are you going to admit you got? See, that's the thing. See, you'll say, well, I got this, so that doesn't make me like this, so I can do whatever I want to people. Yeah, I did. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I don't know. But now, see, I have no problem with unblocking Bobbles to come in here to speak. None. Because I find that it goes nowhere, and it's just another prime example of somebody making no sense. But I have no problem unblocking you to do that. Because we've been there, done that, and you've taken that opportunity to insult my subscribers here, to insult my chat members, to insult me, and then to make up lies about the whole experience on your channel. See, I didn't block you. The people you've offended blocked you. See, I don't force my mods to be offended and tell them not to block the offensive. That's the problem there. See, so now when we speak, it has to be in private because you've been so distasteful to a group of nice people that I trust their judgment. My people don't attack you. My people have never been in your room attacking you. Ever. Ever. And yet you come in here and then you'll bring in, under some false pretense of needing protection, someone that's never been here, never has been a supporter, that starts lashing out at people because they see the same pattern. It's a pattern of disruption is what you bring. Listen to me, Roscoe. Cover yourself. A pattern of disruption. I'm not here personally to attack you. No, they do not. They attack me in yours. People in yours attack everyone. They say nothing nice. They don't even say anything nice to you. I know you think they might, but they don't. I'm reading it. They don't. They don't. I am not twisting anything at all. What me and Sharon what? Let's see what we're accused of. Me and Sharon deserve each other. You really do. This has nothing to do with Sharon. This has to do with exposing gang bullying, cyber stalking, suicide trollers. That's what this has to do with. It's a nameless support group, anti-suicide trolling, cyberbullying, fighting cancer bullies, fighting against what you have been doing and others have been doing for far too long. I'm not yelling at you. I'm not doing anything. I even tried to change your name so as not to point the finger at you. And I changed your voice, and stuff. But your subscribers who are so fond of pigs, I noticed that JWJ and your supporters there were like just bringing that up. Now, why aren't you mad at them for repeating that word as opposed to somebody saying the word mall that had been threatened by a man laughing evilly that you had incited to hate her by spreading a lie telling him that she had called CPS? Let's be honest, shall we? Why is that so hard? It's not. Wake up. Snap out of it. It's not hard. And if your natural instincts are to lie all the time and try to convince people that you're not wrong in your aggressive gang bullying campaign, then you need help. The people that see wrong with that behavior, that are speaking out against it, are perfectly fine. I'm not on your ass. You wish I was your mother because you I'm not a blind ass bitch, and I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm actually, I thought I was pretty encouraging to you, considerably. I'm not judging you, but you seem to be able to judge everybody. I didn't judge you at all. I didn't judge you. I asked you, who are you to judge people? Like as if you don't know that life isn't hard enough. I could clearly unblock you. Then you know what'll happen? What'll happen is, let me ask you, why do you need a truth? I know you could make up a fake account to answer. Why do you need a truth to stop expending the energy on something that you really have no end result for? I mean, how is this advantageous to anyone? How is any of this conducive to, you know, positive behavior? You know, how is it? I mean, you know that there's AA and NA, right? So how about you go to AA and Sharon can go to NA? Because I heard somebody on your screen last night saying it would be great if we could see a drug test. I don't really know where the audacity comes from anyone to say they should see a drug test or a doctor's medical records to prove you have cancer or to prove you have a broken shoulder or whatever it may be. And yet, it's always these fucking gang bullies that are demanding the fucking proof. Why? What is it? How does it concern you? How? Just tell me, please. I need to know.
Yep.
I struck a nerve with her when I said that if she died, that no one would be there for her because she doesn't have anybody. I struck a chord with her. I struck a nerve with her.
Isn't that an odd thing to be proud of? Isn't that an odd thing to be proud of? Let me ask you again. Isn't this an odd thing to be proud of? Little Tasha Harris. Mini Tasha Harris.
I said that because it's true. It's true. She doesn't take care of
Why
her
are you
mom.
touching your hair?
Yeah, bridges were burned. That's why I didn't. That's why I never said like if you apologize, I'll apologize. It's past that. That's why I said it's true. But
Am I fucking hearing this correctly? You know that in all of what you just said, where you said, I've apologized. I don't know what you're talking about, your sister. I have a sister that passed away too, but what a weird way to play the victim. That was a fine example of playing the victim. My sister says hi to you and Shady. Now that one I can't go without bringing out. Get used to my name. What does it say? What does it say? What does it say? What are you doing? People mention you to me today and wouldn't even answer. Come on, girl. When you know that I'm no fucking spring chicken. Now, I've been a member of this community before you. Okay? So, if you don't think that, if you think that I don't know the games people play, you're wrong. So, what you did was you had net, Then you had, who knows, maybe Aliana watched Jules with her video. Then you had fucking Connie and Amy. Then you had Angie Davis there. And then you had you all through Friday. And yet you're scheduled for fucking Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. But you think you get to fuck around and be like, no, I'm going to be everywhere and tell all my friends, you do it too, and you do it too. Let's monopolize everything because you don't understand the meaning of supporting each other. See, you understand that when you say things like, if you play my live, I lose views because they'll come here. Do you understand that when you consistently fucking go live, when I'm live, and you as well, Net, that you are not giving me the same fucking respect that I show to this community? I would end my live streams and share the link. But what have you been doing? You did it last night. You did it tonight. Really? I'm not the fucking new kid on the block here. You're not making people have to choose. I'll help make the decision.
She just said she doesn't want to choose.
Because you can't be respectful.
Like her dogging on me is her bread and butter. I can go back to doing current topics. Like I can go back to talking about the stuff in the real world. I proved that. I proved that I can.
You mean when you offended Luna with the Mexican wall talk? And Luna was like in tears. You could. You could go back to that. You could. Do a little more research. And it might go over. But you certainly didn't have your research done for those topics. But see, if you think I'm new to your behavior, I'm not.
Still get views and talk about real world topics and still get views. If she stops talking about everybody and putting everybody down, her channel goes to shit. You know, it does. It does. I've proven that I can still get views and talk about other shit.
And why are you still talking about her? No, really. Oh, I know what the answer would be to that. Because even if she stopped talking about you, you would say she talked about my friend, or she used this word and I didn't like it. You would find any reason because you didn't have enough confidence, or you really like just being mean. You might just like being mean. But that stops because look at the people that change the ebb and flow of these people that come in and out. They are not substance. Some people are.
It's been proven
of yours. No,
over and over.
and mine aren't.
She doesn't know anything else, you know? It's not fair to me. No, it's not fair. It's not fair to me at all.
Nothing's fair that you do. It's not fair that you incite hatred. It's not fair that you came onto the scene thinking that you were bad Leroy Brown. You came onto the scene with the attitude that you are going to put everyone in their fucking place. And you were like the fucking tsunami we never saw. By the way, it's tsunami, not Tsumi, or whatever the fuck you were saying the other day. You did. You did. Now I want you to imagine. Put the shoe on the other foot. I want you to imagine a group of people. You as well, Jules. I want you to imagine this. A group of people who, for a number of years, have been in a certain community, sector, whatever, of YouTube, being liked, having no problem, just trucking along. And all of a sudden, some fucking bitches come along thinking they're going to give this fucking lunatic who thinks fucking everybody's a Russian spy. You two make a truce, so you're in it together. You're in fucking cahoots. And you think you're going to come in and shake everything up. Let me ask you, what would you think? Now you might say, who cares? It's just YouTube. Except the way you decided to come in and try to shake everything up was hostile. And I'm talking about not only you. Hostile. Bye, Pink. Hostile. Criminal. Slanderous. It was libel. And you weren't dealing with kids. Like, maybe if you'd have found, like, the type of community where it was a bunch of young kids, I still think they would have chewed you up and spit you out. I'm not even kidding you. I mean, I don't know if your mindset is that you grew up in maybe this kind of neighborhood where people were like, maybe you went to Catholic school or private school or some crap like that. I don't know. But that's not who was in this community. In this community, we're fucking you telling people to get thick skin that already have been through the school of hard knocks in life. You and Jules, you both came from fucking two-parent, cushy fucking, more than middle class income families. Went to college, or you both say, but you both failed out of it. So in actuality, we didn't fail in what our life handed to us. But sometimes people get handed some things, and although you went, if you didn't finish, I mean, right? I mean, I'm not trying to be funny. All I know is I'm getting quite a few texts from you, making like this is some kind of a fucking joke, and it isn't. I get it. Perhaps it makes you feel a certain kind of way to keep harassing people. It shouldn't, and that's the problem. I don't know how big of a light I have to shine to show you that I fought cancer physically, and I will fight cancer in society. Okay? It's abundant. And I don't give a fuck, man. I'm not the one. Peace, love, and tacos. Have a wonderful day, everyone.